Okay.
Okay. Namo tassa bhagavatu arahatu samma sambuddhassa. Namo tassa bhagavatu arahatu samma sambuddhassa. Namo tassa bhagavatu arahatu samma sambuddhassa. Okay, so all right, so I think the usual student have come in. So we will continue the Anguttara. So I will share my screen. All right. So on the previous lesson, we already gone through the first sentence that is a very long. And then today we are going to do the same thing. It's the second sentence on the 309. It's actually exactly same with the earlier one. The earlier one talking about not good one, and this talking about good one. So what we do is we all read together, so we get to know the party. So everybody turn on your mic, we read together. Okay, 309. Eka pugolo bikawe,
Eka pugalo bikawe.
loke upajamano, upajati.
Loke upajamano upajati.
Bahujana hitaya, bahujana sukhaya,
Bahujana hitaya, bahujana sukaya,
bahuno janasa athaya hitaya sukhaya dewa manusanam.
bahuno janasa ataya hitaya sukaya deva manusana.
Katamo ekapugalo,
Katamo ekapugalo,
samaditiko hoti, awiparita dasano.
samaditiko hoti aviparitada stano.
So bahujanam asadama utapetwa.
So bahujana asadama utapekwa.
Sadame patita peti.
Sadame patita peti.
Ayanko bikawe,
Ayamko bikawe,
ekapugalo loke upajamano upajati.
Ekapugalo loke
loke upapajamano upajati.
Bahujana hitaya, bahujana sukhaya.
Bahujana hitaya, bahujana sukaya.
Bahuno janasa athaya hitaya sukhaya dewa manusanti.
Bahuno janasa ataya hitaya sukaya deva manusanti.
Okay, so we read the English together. Because there is one person, we read together. Because there is one person who rises in the world for the welfare of many people, for the happiness of many people, for the good welfare and happiness of many people, of devas and human beings. Who is that one person? It is one who holds right view and has correct perspective. He draws many people away from a bad dharma and establishes them in a good dharma. This is that one person who rises in the world for the welfare of many people, for the happiness of many people, for the good welfare and happiness of many people, of devas and human beings. Okay, so you notice this is same like previous paragraph, except previous paragraph is on the bad side, this on positive side. So any question about this paragraph? Any question? Assuming you attend the previous class, then you should be able to follow this. Should be able to analyze yourself this one because they are very similar. Any question on this?
No.
No. Okay. So we will go to the next one first. All right. All right. So next one is very short sentence. It's even easier. It's a very strange in this Anguttara. You got very long sentence like just now and very short sentence like just now, and they don't seem to have much connection with each other. So this very short sentence. Okay. So we read together. Naham bikawe
Naham bikawe
anya ekadamampi samanupasami.
anyam ikadamampi samanupasami.
Yam evam mahasawajam.
Yam evam mahasavajam.
Yadayidam bikawe michadiki.
Yatayidam bikawe mitaditi.
Michaditi paramani bikawe mahasawajaniti.
Michaditi paramani bikawe mahasawajaniti.
Okay, so we read the English. Because I do not see even a single thing, so blameworthy
as wrong view.
Wrong view
Wrong view is the worst things that are blameworthy.
Okay, so previously, because the previous sentence are very long, so I don't ask you to analyze, but this sentence is very short. So maybe you all help me to analyze. Okay, what is naham?
I do not.
No.
Okay, I do not. Okay. Okay, bikawe. What is bikawe?
Because.
Okay. All right. What is anyam?
Other.
Okay, other. All right. Okay. And ekadama. What is ekadama?
A single thing.
Yeah.
Okay. What is pi here? Pi.
Also.
I don't see also in the translation.
Even.
Even. Okay. So what is the function of pi here? What do you think? What's the function of this even?
Emphasis.
Yeah, it's an emphasize. So it says, so I do not see even a single thing. Now, what is a samanupasami?
See.
Okay, see. Last time I tell you already, there's another word better than this see. What is another word for this see? Because the sam and anu and then the pasami is see, but with the prefix sam and anu, so samanupasami should have a better meaning than see. Remember what is other verb that I mentioned?
Do not see.
Another word for this see.
Forgotten already.
Perceive.
Okay.
Perceive, all right. Remember, so I do not perceive. Okay, perceive even a single thing. All right. Now this is so easy. Okay, up to here, what is the subject?
Aham.
Naham.
Okay, aham is I, correct. What is the verb here? Main verb only one. Main verb is samanupasami. All right. Then the not samanupasami. So how will you translate it? Not samanupasami.
Do not see.
Okay, I do not see or I do not perceive. All right.
Perceive.
Or I do not contemplate. All right. I do not contemplate. What's the object here?
Ekadamampi.
All right. So what do you think is the case? Is it nominative? Is it associative? Is it instrument? So what is the case of anya ekadamampi? What do you think?
Accusative.
Accusative.
Okay, good. Singular or plural?
Singular.
Singular.
Okay, singular, plural. Okay. Now, so if you say it's accusative, how do you know it's accusative?
Ending M.
Okay, M. All right. So in this case, Dhamma is a which gender? Is it masculine? Is it neutral? Or is it feminine?
Is masculine.
All right. Okay, good. So what you do is when you remember, I tell you you can write like this. So it's an object here, and it's a accusative singular, and this is object and it's also masculine. All right. So you can do like this. Okay. Now the verb, is it past tense, present tense, or future tense? What kind of verb is this?
Future tense.
Future? Are you sure?
Present tense.
Present tense. Okay. So first person, second person, third person. What is this?
First person.
Okay.
First
First
person.
person. First person. Okay. First person and.
Singular.
All right. So how should you write singular?
SG.
SG. Okay. Good. Okay. Now, so if I don't put the word aham, do I still know that it is the first person? If I don't put, let's say if in the whole sentence there's no aham, so this samanupasami, is it enough to show me it's a first person?
Yes,
If
it is.
yes,
Yeah.
why? Yes, because sami is very clear, right? Okay, right, good. Okay, now so this sentence is already complete by itself. Okay. Okay. So now we go back to next one. So this another pattern you will see yam. Yam is a relative kind of like relative noun or pronoun. You will see later. All right. Okay, now we continue. Yam evam mahasawajam. So anybody check dictionary before this class? So what is mahasawajam? What do you think?
Blameworthy.
Okay. All right. Blameworthy, yes. But you have the word maha. Anybody know this word maha? Maha Vihara, you know, great. Okay. So can you find a word great here? Is there a word great here? So what do you think? This sawajam is let's say brain or brain. So how about this soul? What is this soul?
Evam.
A1.
Oh, yeah.
Oh yeah, okay, yam A1, so then yam A1. Okay, you can put as so, but maybe you also can put so is also like means a big here, you know, because if you will have a maha waja, you see, I will write down already. Maha, you see the down there, I put here. Okay, so maha sawaja, you can break to the mahanta, big, so or great, right? So then sawaja is a brand worthy, a fort. Then the Maha is shortened, Mahanda shortened to Maha, plus a Sa and Awaja. Sa, Awaja is fourth, Sa Awaja is together, when the two together. So remember A and A, so when you put the A and A together, it become long A, okay? A and A, short A, become long A. So when you put together, you have this word, Maha Sawaja, okay? Can you follow this? It's not difficult, right? Okay, now we go back. I do not see even a single thing so brand-worthy as the wrong view. Okay, as the wrong view. Okay, we go for as the wrong view here. Which one do you think is this one, as the wrong view? So you see this word before, right? Yada idam. Have you seen before? Yada idam. You see many times, right? This is talking about like just like this or as. Also, yada idam is as. And then what is a wrong view here?
Ichaditi.
Okay, michaditi. All right. So okay. So I do not see even a single thing so brand-worthy. So you can take it as A1 here, but I also can take the so is a maha because maha means so big, so great, something so big. All right. And yada idam is the wrong view. Okay. Now I think this sentence also difficult. Now next one, michaditi paramani. Parama. You see this word parami, parama, right? Parami, parama is talking about the highest one or the greatest one, all right? So wrong view, and we are talking about parama. Parami is the greatest one. So maybe here it translates as the worst. It's talking about the highest one here, or the worst one here. All right. So paramani. And then the blameworthy is a mahasawajani. All right. So this is one way it translates. So I'm going to do another translation, which maybe I try to follow it. So because I do not see even a single other thing, I do not perceive that is a great brain, okay, just as the wrong view, because wrong view is greatest big great. Okay, so that's the way I translate. I try to follow the Pali. All right. So okay, let me go through again. So because I do not perceive is a samanupasami. Even is the bit here. A single is a eka. Other thing is anya. There is a maha. Maha I translate as a great. Sawaja I translate as a blameworthy. Okay. Yadaida. There's something on the keyboard. Okay. Yadaida I translate as just like Yadaidam, wrong view, then because. Then the wrong view, Michadiki, Paramani, I translate as greatest. And then the Maha is a great Sawajani, blameworthy. Okay. So any question about this paragraph? This paragraph is quite easy.
Sayaji,
Yes.
can I ask a question? Yeah, the question that the sentence, the wrong view is greatest great blameworthy. Can it just be the wrong view is the greatest blameworthy? Is that correct?
Greatest? Greatest
no,
what?
that means is the greatest blameworthy instead of greatest great. Can it be written that way?
Because Sawaja, it has the meaning of fault, or blameworthy. But there's also another Maha. So yes, yeah, then how are you going to translate the Maha? Because Maha has a meaning, because something in the world, there are something blameworthy, but there will be something very bad. Wrong view will be the greatest here, or the biggest wrong view, because when somebody has the wrong view in the noble eightfold path, he follow the wrong path, everything he does wrongly. So if we put the blameworthy, then it will not cover the Maha,
I see.
Yeah. So according to the Bhikkhu body, he just translated blameworthy also can. So you can see even the dictionary has the word Mahanta and Sawaja. All right. So Mahanta is another word, and Sawaja is another word. So if we just look at the word Sawaja, Sawaja is blameworthy. Okay, fault. Fault is fault. All right. Censurable. Something that people will blame you. All right. So yeah, you can do it in that way. But if you want to follow the grammar, follow the words closer as possible. So if maybe we don't put the greatest, maybe just put the word big. All right. Maybe fault. Maybe I can do it in this way. All right.
Okay.
So in translation, there are many ways we can translate. So it's just like many ways we can translate, and as long as it is easier for people to understand, even like the Visuddhimagga, the path to purification, there are two translations by two different authors, and recently I do a study on it. I also translate my own way, so this means that there are three translations to a single Pali sentence.
Okay.
All right. Okay.
Yes.
So no question, we go to next one. All right. So today is also another long sentence. Okay, 311. This sentence we can break to three parts. So we will go to the first part first. All right. So we read together. Even though it's difficult sentence, but at least we read few times, then we get familiar with it. Okay. So we read together. Naham bikawe.
Naham bikawe.
Anyam ekapugalampi samanupasami.
Anyam ekapugalampi manupasami.
Yo evam bahujana hitaya patipano. Bahujana sukaya.
Bahujana hitaya patipano. Bahujana sukaya.
Bahuno janasa anataya ahitaya dukaya dewa manusanam.
Bahuno janasa anataya ahitaya dukaya deva manusanam.
Yadayidam bikawe makali moga puliso.
Yatahidam bikawe makali moga puliso.
Saya tapi bikawe
Saya tapi bikawe
nadi mukhe kipam udeya.
nadi muke kipam udeya.
Bahunam machanam ahitaya dukaya anayaya yasanaya.
Bahunam macanam ahitaya dukaya anayaya biasanaya.
Ewamewang ko bikawe makali muga puliso.
Makali moga puliso.
Manusa kipam manye.
Manusia tamane.
Loke upano bahunam satanam ahitaya atukaya anayaya yasanayati.
Loke pano bahunam satanang ahitaya dukaya anayaya
Yasanaya.
Okay, so it's a long sentence. What we do is, you see like this, under the makali mogala puliso, before the sayatapi, I will break here. This one break here we can do. So I copy the sentence here. So we are going to do this one sentence first, and we are going to do another sentence later. Okay. All right, so we go words by words, and some of you already know the sentence. All right, so we will read again. Naham bikawe.
Naham bikawe.
Anyam ekapugalampi samanupasami.
Anyam ekapugalampi samanupasami.
Yo evam bahujana hitaya patipano bahujana sukaya.
Bahujana hitaya patipano bahujana sukaya.
Bahuno janasa anataya ahitaya dukaya.
Bahuno janasa anataya ahitaya dukaya.
Dewa manusanang yadayidam bikawe.
Deva manusanam yatayidam bikawe.
Okay, makali moga puliso.
Makali moga puliso.
Okay, I will give you 1 minute. You all read this sentence and try to see which part you're already familiar with. Okay, just 1 minute. You read this sentence. All right. So which part you are familiar with? I think some. Okay, we go which one? All right. So we go words by word. All right. Naham. Are you familiar with this word?
Yes.
Okay. So how you translate?
I do
How
not.
to, okay, I don't know. All right. So is this the object or subject?
Subject.
Okay, subject. So what we do is when you analyze a Pali word, so always try to highlight the subject, because it's very important. So I do like this. Okay. So if you got the color pencil or whatever, you also do like this. All right, subject. Now, after you highlight the subject, the second thing we need to do is find a verb, main verb. Is there a verb here? Main verb.
Samanupasami.
Okay. All right. So you can do like different color, so it's easy for you to. All right. So beside the word see, what is another word that I told you?
Perceive.
Okay, so perceive. All right. All right. So what is object here?
Eka Pugalampi.
Okay. All
Anyang
right.
galang.
Yes. Anya ikampura. Anya is an adjective here, but you can put it together so easy for you to. All right. Okay. So now I'm going to words by word. So this is the object. Now, pugala. What do you think pugala? What is the gender? Is it masculine, neutral?
Masculine.
Masculine, all right. All right. So is it a nominative or singular, or is it accusative or instrumental? What should I write here?
Accusative is
Accusative. Singular.
Singular. Okay. So you do like this. All right. Now clear. Now samano pasami. What kind of tense it is? Past tense, present tense, future tense? So
present tense,
Present tense.
singular, first person.
singular,
Yes.
first person. Okay, good. All right. So now is it very clear here? It's very clear already, right? You can see the color, you can see the grammar. All right. Now, okay. Now we go for something easy one. You see this ya before, right? Hitaya, sukaya. You see this ya before. What do you think this ya is?
Dative.
Dative, okay? So how do you translate in English? Okay, what is bahujana? What is bahujana? Bahu.
Many,
What is many? Many people, all right? So ya is dative, so it's four, all right? So you see this one is a combine of these two words like the last time. Ahita. Ahita is so actually combined to the ahita ham, all right? So what you do is when you see this complete sentence, you can check the dictionary so you can break to further one, all right? So it's actually made of this one, bahu plus jana, and then the word means coming from na plus hita. Hita actually means benefits and then make good, all right? So if you have something we call it like so na hita, when these two words combine, it becomes ahita. Ahita is the opposite of a benefit, so it's a harm. Okay? So bahu jana ahita. Alright? So it translates harm here. For the harm of many people. Okay? Can follow?
Yes.
Alright, okay. Now we're going for this patipano. What do you think is this patipano? Anybody want to guess? Is that what is the English word for this patipano?
Conduct.
Conduct, all right. There's no conduct in this English. What is another word in the translation?
Acting.
Okay, acting, all right. So this is also a kind of word here. So I will analyze it because it's important. Okay, all right. Okay, now so much. All right. So you see this word so much. What do you think is the Pali words for this word so much? Anybody want to guess? So much. What is the Pali word for this so much?
Bahuno.
Bahuno.
Bahuno is a many. Is the next one. You see the comma here? When you see the comma here, this means that we should break here, all right? All right. So it's
Bahu.
no, it's this A1. Okay.
Yes.
A1, right? So I put this okay. Now is it clear? All right. So the single person, I do not perceive even a single person who, maybe you can use the yo as a who here, okay? Who, yo is a who here, is acting patipano so much, all right? So much is the evam. All right, now dative, for is a dative. The harm is hit, this ahita is harm, all right? For the harm, ahita. Bahu jana plus ahita, all right? Bahu jana ahita. So for the harm of many people. And then followed by bahu jana
Happiness.
asukaya. So like for this word, how do you break them? All right, how do you break them for the asukaya? So now, just I show you already. How do you break it? Bahu
Plus
and
jana.
okay,
Asuka.
asuka. Right. Okay, good. What is asuka?
Happiness.
Suka is happy. All right. So suka is happiness. So na plus suka means asuka. Okay, asuka means unhappiness, means or dukkha, right? So that's how. So just remember na and suka is asuka. All right. Okay. All right. So the sentence up to here. So you see, I break the sentence here. So when I break the sentence here, so you also should break in your let's say you print out the paper, right? All right. So you should break here also. So the sentence we finish up to here. Okay. Can follow? Okay. What we do is I will break in. Okay. So we will follow it. Okay. Now. All right. So we analyze the sentence again. Naham bikawe aya eka bukalampi samanupasami yo who evam. So much, or sometimes evam we can translate in this way. All right, evam in this way. Bahujana it should be long a here because it's a bahujana plus ahita. Bahujana hitaya patipano. Bahujana sukhaya. All right. So this is clear. But this also another words we need to see. This is bahujana. So this is also interesting word that you all should learn. Okay. So when you see this word, what kind of word it is? Is it the present tense? Is it past tense? Is it future tense? Is it imperative? Is it operative? What kind of just it is? Can you guess? Ending with na.
Yeah.
What kind of word?
Past,
So remember, sorry?
past perfect tense.
No, not past perfect. It's a past
Past participle.
yeah, past participle, right? Because past participle ending with the suffix na. All right, so you can see it's a past participle of the pati pajati. So you all can write down. Later I will share you the notes also. Okay, so it's a pati pajati, how you translate? It's talking about enter, follow, or walk the path, you know, something like follow the way, follow the method, enter the method, right? So you can see we translate enter or follow, right? So we can just translate. So this is a follows, enters. So since this is past participle, so we should translate as a, okay, so how you translate past? It's a prefix part, the root is part plus not suffix, okay? So we can say follow, all right? So we translate follow. Or here they translate acting, you know? Or you want to translate word acting also can. Acting, acted or acting. Okay. So it means that somebody who acting or somebody who follow so much is A1 here. A1 we translate as a so much here. But sometimes I can translate in a way, in a way, you know. Right. So this you can see even a sentence we can translate in a different way. A single person who is acting or a single person who follow or so much or in a way. So there are various translation even in one sentence. Okay. All right. So you just need to remember, it's very important, past participle, the suffix is tak and not. All right. So this is the not suffix that you see. So if you want to study, you go back to lesson 15. All right. Okay. So we go back. All right. So for this sentence, any questions so far? If not, I will continue.
No question.
No question. All right. So continue. All right. Next one. Bahuno janasa anataya ahitaya dukaya dewa manusanam yada idam bikawe makali moga puriso. All right. So we easy already. What is bahuno janasa?
Bahuno many.
Many. Janasa
Of
people. Okay. Anataya is what?
unhappiness. For the harm.
For the ruin. You translate here for the ruin. Okay, for this one. For the ruin. Yeah, ruin or sometimes the word anataya you can say for the unbeneficial. Okay. Right. Then the ahitaya just now for the harm. Dukaya. What is dukaya?
Suffering.
Suffering, all right? What is dewa manusanam?
Devas and human beings.
Devas and human, all right? So all these are anataya, dukaya. So You learned before. So what is the case for this sa?
Genitive.
Genitive, singular, all right? So jana should be, I think, masculine. So we can check again. So yeah, it's a masculine one, all right? So it's a masculine. So this is will be dative, singular. Yes.
The genitive or dative because for the people. I think it's
It's a genitive because it's talking the harm of, you know,
of.
harm of. Yeah, so of, you're talking about of. Because the harm, the ruin belong to people. That's why you put the sa here as a genitive, right?
Sorry, I'm mistaken for.
Yeah, it's okay. So you got the anataya, ahitaya, all these are dative case, tupaya. All right. And then the Deva Manusanam. Okay, Deva Manusanam, the nam suffix you all learned before. Is for which one? For which declension? Which case?
Genitive
Accusative lah.
No. It's a Deva Manusa, right? Manusa is a
of
Manusa.
devas and human.
Then you need to put the nam. What is nam?
Is it genitive plural?
Yes, genitive plural, all right? So Manusa, it should be masculine, all right? So if you like this, okay? So it's clear already. So Bahuno Janasa is of many people. So Anataya for the ruin or unbeneficial, Ahitaya for the harm, Dukaya for the suffering, Dewa Manusanam of the Devas and human beings. All right. Yadaidam is a simply translate this kind of relative word. So translate as a S. All right. S. Yadaidam. Dikawe. Makali is a person here. Moga Purisa. Moga is a horror. It's actually Moga, some another meaning is kind of like stupid, no? He's a stupid person or empty. Sometimes horror means empty. Means that people have no IQ or no intelligence. All right. So any questions so far about this sentence?
Okay.
All right. So one point that you need to understand, you see the O here. All right. When you see the O here, like Puliso, Buddho, so you know this is a subject by itself because it's not Pulisa, not Pulisam, but it's a O here. So you can take, it's talking about this person is also main thing, is a subject. All right. So you can make it is interesting. So let's see, I'm going to highlight with another blue color. And you also see the yo here. So these two are subject by themselves, okay? Because it's talking about linking to a somebody. There is Makali. This is the name of the person. And Makali himself is described, is adjective here, Moga Puliso. He's an empty, hollow man, all right? Okay? Now, okay, so what you do is when you see this kind of like, I say this kind of like, okay, this one should link together, right? So even though you can see this is a two sentence by itself, they are linking. Yo in the first part is linking with the Makali Moga Puliso. It's the second part. All right, so it's a relative noun in the English. Okay. All right. Okay, any question? So we'll continue. So next sentence is talking about this optative. All right. So before we are going to analyze this sentence, we need to go back to Parliament EG. That's why I've been telling you to study in advance this optative case. So we go back to Parliament EG.
Page
Alright.
13.
13, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, lesson 7. Alright, have I go through? I think last time I go through already, right? Lesson 7. But we go through again, alright? So we recite together. So when we recite, there are two parts here. What we say that this part is we call it the short form. Alright? So you don't read the short form, we just describe, we just read the long form, the longer one. Alright, so we read together. Eya,
Ea,
Eya,
eyum,
Eyum,
eyasi,
Eyasi,
si,
eyata,
Eyata,
eata,
eyami,
Eyami,
mi,
eyama.
Eyama.
eama.
Alright, one thing you need to know in a singular, in a present tense, future tense, there's never long a before the si and ta. But for this optative, there's always long a before the si and ta. So it's a very different from the present tense or future tense. Because present tense is just si and ta without long a. So you just need to note a kind of like, if you got a color, so you always highlight like this. So it's to know that it's a long a here. You know, just highlight in your book. It's a long a here. Alright, so we read together. Eya eyum,
Eya, eyum,
eyasi, eyata,
eyasi, eyata,
eyami, eyama.
eyami, eyama.
Eama.
Okay, eya eyum,
Eya,
Eya, eyum,
eyasi, eyata,
eyasi, eyata,
eyami, eyama.
Eyami,
eyami, eyama.
Okay, so we are going to recite the short form. Short form, you read the eyum, esi, eta,
Eta,
emi, ema. Alright.
ma.
Okay, so we recite
E,
eyum,
eyum,
esi,
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 eta,
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 emi,
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 ema.
ema.
Okay,
E,
eyum,
eyum,
esi,
esi,
eta,
eta,
emi,
emi,
ema.
ema.
Okay, so we're going to look at this example. Daweya. Daweya means talking about run. The root is daf. The base is dawa. Alright, so we recite the long form, the longer one, the first, okay? So we recite this. Daweya,
Daweya,
daweyum,
daweyum,
daweyasi,
daweyasi,
daweyata,
daweyata,
daweyami,
daweyami,
daweyama.
daweyama.
Okay, so we recite short form. Dawe,
Dawe,
daweyum,
daweyum,
dawesi,
dawesi,
daweta,
daweta,
dawemi,
dawemi,
dawema.
dawema.
All right, so there are other example. So let's see. Right. All right. Now, how should you translate this optative, you know? So it's another page, next page, all right? So we read together. The optative verbs are used Read together. The objective verbs
Verbs
are used to express a supposition, doubt,
doubt,
possibility,
Possibility.
mild command,
command,
request, invitation,
invitation,
courteous questions, and
courteous
also a
question,
prayer.
also a prayer.
And also a
These
prayer.
words may be
These verbs
translated into English
into
by
English
using the auxiliary verb may, might, should, would.
or
So,
also
taso dawaya means
David
he may run,
Miran
he might run,
might run,
he should run, he would run.
He will run.
All right. So in this case, you notice that we can translate it in many different ways according to circumstances. All right. There are some other things that you see this before, right? Some A1 you see before this or in this way. Yada you see this before, yada idam. Have you seen the yada ida before? Yes.
Yeah.
We see the yada idam. So this way, in such as yada idam, right? Here is just yada. Sache is a if. We translate if. Sache or yadi, so gacheya. Okay, so we look at this sentence. Right? Sache is if, yadi is a if, so is he, so gacheya. If he would go, we can translate aya as would go or should go and something else, all right? Right. So there are many example here, so we want to look at it. So we go back to previous page just now. There are lots of different kind of like conjugation. We call it conjugation here, like aya and so on, all right? So this one we just need to you all just need to look at yourself, right? So let's go back to this one. All right, so you see this udeya, aya. Okay, so we're going to read this sentence again. All right, this sentence together. This is it's still on the same same sentence. I break it into two parts here. Okay, we read together. Saya tapi bikawe.
Saya tapi bikawe.
Nadi muke.
Nadi Muke
Kipam.
Kipam.
Udeya.
Udeya.
Bahunam machanam.
Bahuna Machanam
Ahitaya dukaya.
Ahitaya Dukaya
Anayaya.
Anayaya
Yasanaya.
Yasanaya
Ewamewan ko bikawe.
Evam Pivampo Bikawe
Bikawe.
Makali mogapuliso.
Makali Moga Puliso
Manusa kipamanye.
Manusa Kipamane
Loke upano.
Loke Upano
Bahunam satana ahitaya. Adukaya anayaya byasanayati.
Bahunam satanam atiyataya
Itaya
dukataya
Dukaya
anayaya
Anayaya Yasanaya Ti.
Okay, so this sentence is not so complicated, right? So we look at it. All right. So one thing when you want to learn Pali or analyze Pali, so first thing you must look for subject. All right. Now you look at the English translation. What is the subject? Look at the English first. What is the subject? What's the subject here? Do you find the subject in this sentence? In the English one? All right. A tram. No? The subject is a tram. Right. So, okay, now. So, the Pali is Kipam. So the kipam, when you write like this, is talking about there's an alternate reading. This means the alternate word sometimes is this one kipam without the not the double p, just the p. All right. So you know the subject, and can you find the verb? Where's the verb? What's the verb here? What's the action here? Anybody want to try? Mira?
You are not here.
Huh?
You are not here today.
No here. Okay. Anybody here? What's the verb here? Verb. We just learned about this aya, right? Okay. So just now we see this aya. So aya is a verb here. So I put it as red color. All right. So aya. All right. So now we look at the English word bring. Okay. So we just now say the aya can translate as would or may or should. All right. So we go back to the Bali which is just now. So all right. So we can translate how many? May, might, should, would. All right. So you can try may, might, should, would. Between these four English. All right. So if I should translate should run, is will not right, or may. I also can translate may bring, you know. I also can translate this way, but I cannot translate should bring, you know. It's not like it's a possibility. So would, I think it's better, or may bring. All right, may bring about. All right. Now, okay. So now we have the location here. All right. So what we do, maybe we check this word udeya. UDDA. Yeah, this one. Okay. Fly suspend by ties, strings out, you know. Yeah, so you have this word udeti, udeya. I think it's binds or ties. It has a better meaning here. So udeti. So when you do like this, so you can see. So you put it as a, got this one. The okay, maybe just put the A and put the A, yeah. So we just put this temporary, we just put in this way, all right? Okay, now, so somebody the trap set, all right? So maybe just put together. Now at the mouth of the river, all right? Mouth is a K. So mouth of the river. River is nadi. So we can just okay. So this is the location here. So at the mouth of the river. Now, locative A, you know, this one. So last time when you learn the nominative, locative is A, ask me, I'm he. So this A including this is a locative singular, all right? So you need to know what is okay. I think should be neutral. Yes. So it's a neutral here, right? So we just put neutral. Right? Saya tinam Bikawe Nadi Muke. So at the mouth of the river will bring the about harm. Okay. Right. We see this word before, harm. Okay, what is the Pali words for harm? Okay, so what's the Pali word for harm?
Ahitaya.
Okay, ahitaya. Okay, what is about dukkaya?
Suffering.
Suffering, all right. What is anayaya?
Calamity.
Okay, what is abhyasanaya?
Disaster.
Okay, so what is the case here? What do you think? Sedative, right? Like just now. Because you
Yes.
see the word for, okay, for, all right? All right,
Yes.
okay, for bring about harm and danger. Okay, let's say, bahunam manusanam. Bahu, what is bahu? Many, all right? What is, okay, sorry, no, manusan, it's a matcha. What is matcha?
Fish.
Yes, fish. Okay, so you learn one word about new word. This is new word for you. Matcha is a fish. Here is a putting as a for. Yeah, it's a putting as a for here as a dative case. But I think you can put as a genitive like just now, right? You can put as a genitive, dative or genitive. Right? So I think genitive is better than dative. So of the many fish, even though I translate for the many fish, right? So you can put as a genitive plural, right? Okay, so you break here, right? When you see the semicolon, so actually you break the sentence here. So ewa mewa ko bikawe. This sentence is repeated, quite repeated. Ewa mewa bikawe. So as it were ko bikawe. Now this person again makali moga puriso. What is moga puriso? We see this word before. What is this? We see this word before. What is moga puriso? Hollow man. Yes, okay. Now this is interesting. Manusa kipam. What do you think it is?
Trap for people.
Yes, trade for people, right? Trade for people, right? Now this is another word. Manye. Manye is a special word here, so it translates as it were. So we just forget about this word first. Now we go back to this locate. All right, locate is were. All right. Now you see the a suffix. Just now on the top, you also see the a suffix. So it's also a suffix here means is
Dative.
yes. Look at this singular. Manusa should be masculine. So but let me check. Yeah, it's a masculine here. All right. So you see upano. Now you see another nut suffix. What is a nut suffix here? Earlier on we see the patipana. All right. So nut suffix is, remember? Is it past? What is past? Yeah,
Past participle.
yeah, past participle. Okay, so past participle. So you write like this. Okay, pano, right? Now this one you see before. Bahunam satanam. So what is bahu?
Many.
Many beings.
What is nam here? What is nam here?
Genitive.
Plural.
All right, yes, genitive plural. Okay, sata is should be masculine. Okay, so genitive plural. So should be for, sorry, of many beings. Right now you see this word before. Ahitaya. What is ahitaya?
For harm.
Harm. Okay. What is dukkaya?
Suffering.
Okay. What is anayaya?
Calamity.
Calamity. Okay. What is bhyasanaya?
Disaster.
Okay. So this sentence is very simple. Okay. So now all right. So we go back to the first sentence. So the subject is Seyatabi bikawe kipam udeya. So this is a subject, a trap set, right? So it's a subject here. but I better check the what is this? Is it a subject or kipa? So it's a masculine here, right? So it's correct. It's a subject here, so it's a subject object. Since it's a masculine, then it cannot be the it's a masculine, but if somebody say it can be a neuter, anything throw away, so it can be masculine or can be a neuter. Sometimes it can be two. So let's say it can be masculine or neuter. So it's a singular here. Now the word is udeya, right? So this sample, right? Subject and verb we find already, right? The verb I put in red color and subject I put in the red color, right?
So, Ji, may I ask a question?
Yes.
The kipam, why 2P and inside the bracket is 1P?
This called alternate reading because there are two ways. Sometimes in Pali we have one word can have two kind of reading or two kind of different words. But these two also, kipa is also. You see here, kipa, K-H-I-P-A, kipa is a fish trap. But let's say if you find this one, it's also kipa. You can see the Pali dictionary here. Kipa is also a sort of fishing net. So this means that these two are acceptable, right? So when two are acceptable, so kipa and with a PP and with single P. So this one is right as an alternate, because alternate reading here.
Okay,
All right.
you.
Okay. So this sentence is finished. So we go to this next sentence. So we start from this. Ewa mewan ko bikawe. Please identify the subject. It's not difficult. Where's the subject? Makali. Yeah, Makali is the person. So yeah. Put it as blue color. Right. Okay. Okay. Where's the verb? Can you find the verb?
Panu.
Yes, pano.
Panu.
Pano, yeah. Going to put this red color. So it's talking about this person arises, has arises. He appear in the world, right? For the harm, suffering, calamity, disaster of the being. So the other thing will be in the world. All these are extra one. We call it how we call it in English? Adverb of place. In the world. Okay. So this sentence is quite clear already. So also, okay. So also, the whole man. This is the blue color. So the sentence should break from here. So also. So ewa mewa is this one, okay? So when you finish the sentence, we start the ewa mewa. Ewa mewa is so also. So you should break the sentence here. All right. So the first part of the sentence, a trap set, okay, or may bring. So it's a optative here, all right? So just now you learn the word optative, all right? So we go back to this optative, all right? So just now we learned the optative. So first person, second person, third person, why this? Aya?
Third person, singular.
Third person, singular, okay? So you write like this, all right? So it's optative. So you got the subject, attract, set, verb bring is a verb here. And then the second part is the hollow man Makali. He is also another adjective for him is the threat of the world. He arises in the world, okay, for the harm, suffering. All these are extra one, the dative case, harm, suffering, calamity of many beings. So when you highlight the Pali sentence and the English together, that's how I learn, you know. You understand the Pali and English at the same time. So you find the subject, you find the verb, then the rest will be, we call it the additional things. Okay, any question?
Sergey, can you explain manye? Manye
Okay,
luki.
manye, all right. So manye is also a special word, you know. It's very, you find the word manye, right? Sometimes they translate me things I imagine. It's kind of like thinking, you know, it's kind of thinking. All right.
Oh.
So it's kind of like it itself is kind of like thinking. It's not part of the. It's nothing to do with the part of the sentence construction here. It's kind of like in a way it's thinking, but the manière is coming from this word
Manyati. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
manyati. All
Manyati.
right.
Yeah, yeah. Okay, manyati.
So manière. Ma and ya, it's an octative here. If you follow the Myanmar dictionary, man plus a and ya, manière. All right. Man plus I and ya. So you can, this is also quite interesting. You can copy like this. But it's not in a sentence as an objective because the sentence already have the objective by itself. So I'm going to put this, right? So this word, or maybe if you want to put objective, say one word thing or one should thing. So it actually is translated as it were here, as it were. This sentence is this word is not so important. That's why. So you can put like this, all right? Ma yeah. Sometimes people translate as it seems, you know, it's like kind of like thinking by itself or like just some meetings or something like this. Okay, it seems better. Or here is as it were, translate in this way. Okay. Now there's another thing I need to explain this one, this sentence. All right. So Makali is the person here. Upano. You see this word before. Upano, right? So Makali Puriso Upano here. This Upano. So if you are going to write a very simple sentence in Pali, Makali Upano. So this is a past participle. You just said Makali has arisen in a world, right? Okay, so it's very simple sentence. Now, the sentence make it more complicated by putting the description for him. He is called Moga Puriso, a hollow man. So adjective you can put in front of the noun. It's like English, right? So English, when you write the adjective, it's just like beautiful girl or handsome, a man just before the noun. So Moga Puriso as an adjective before Makali. So hollow man Makali. The word is has arisen. Now the sentence make it more complicated by putting this Manusaki Pam, a trap of people. It's just a description for him, you know. He appeared like trap for people. So Moga Puriso Makali Manusaki Pam. Sometimes the adjective, this is a okay. So adjective in Pali you can put in front of the noun. Or this is a person here. And the adjective you can put just behind the noun also possible. And this is a verb here. Okay. So in Pali you can put before and after, it's no problem. Clear? Okay. So in the text I also talk about this Makali Purisa is talking about one of the famous 6 teachers contribute to the Buddha time. Okay, I think that's enough for today. Any question? You know, we will finish by today. I will send the notes to you all later. All right. So any question on this sentence? The main thing is here you learn about Aya today, you know, optative Aya. Just now Aya, Ayum, Ayasi, Ayata, Ayami, Ayami. So Aya here is a third person because it describes this Kipa. Kipa is a trap set, right? And the place is a Nadi Mukhe at the location. A, you see this locative like Buddha, Buddhasmi, Buddhami, right? A, you see this A is a like locate. This is a locative. So sometimes just remember the locative has the sound of I, right? Like locate, locasmi, locami with the I sound. So if you remember this, it's easy for you. Okay. Any question? All right.
Yeah, Sayaji,
Yes.
can I ask a question? The
Yes.
Udeya, for the short form, can we change it to just ude? That means without the YYA.
According to grammar, is acceptable. Yeah.
Oh,
So we can check. So what you do is we can just check the like Tipitaka. So last time I showed you the Tipitaka. So we just kind of like find out if there's a short form for this today.
Oh.
All right. Do a search here. Okay. Oh, it's found.
Ah.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay.
So let me check. Where is the Uday? Uday. No, it is part of the Udaya. So Udatum Udayti. No, it's inside the Udating. Uday Tapa Udayti. I think it's not really. So maybe we put a space here. Oh no, it's part of the Kude delocated, so it's not found. All right. But let's say we put the aya here. So it should found many. Yeah, Udeya. So it's only found in the Anguttara Nikaya. But another various form you see is the Odeya, you know, Oddeyya. Odeya seems to be more Odeya. So we check the Odeya. Yeah, it's also, you can find this is inside, yeah, Odeya also, you know, Odeya, right? Okay. So you answer your question, Uday is not
Yes,
common.
thank you.
According to grammar, yes,
So-
you can have the short form, but according to when we do the search, sometimes you cannot find it. But when we write, it's not a problem because it's acceptable according to grammar. Okay, so
Thank you.
any other question?
So,
Yes,
Sergi, which is the common one, long form or the short form? More common in
it
octative?
depends on the, normally Aya is more common. Aya, Ayum is more common.
Yeah, I think the long one I've seen it more often than the short one.
But sometimes it's also
The long
possible,
form,
you know. Sometimes it's possible. Short form is also possible. That's why it's actually written in two ways. Yeah, Dawesi. Okay, maybe we do a search on Dawesi. Let's see. So we go back to just now. So we do an experiment here. So with the, you need to put long A. So I'm going to type in this way. When for this typing long A, I need to type double A, right? Dawesi. It's not found here. Dawesi. It's not found here. So you see, Daweta, you run. Okay, it's also not found here. Let's say Aya. Okay, you can see I found 4 already. Daweyam. Okay, Aya, Daweyam. Na Daweyam. Aya. All right. So it just, I think it's okay as a grammar, but maybe not all. Even the grammar point, for example, what you see the grammar point, all these appear as a grammar point like Daweya, Dawe, Daweyum, Dawesi, Daweta. But not all will come in a Tipitaka, you know. But we write here because we call it possible form. All right. Even like all these down there, like Seya, Siyam, like Kariyasi, Kayata, all these are Kairum. Yeah, all these are possible form. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So no question. We do the sharing of merits.
Saji, go back to the the sutta.
Okay.
Okay, the word kipang, kipang is
Kipang. Yeah.
What
Yes.
I am confused because so far I know is a M dot is for accusative, but here you mentioned as a nominative subject.
Yeah. Yes. Because a neutral, for the neutral, the subject can be M dot also. Remember neutral?
Okay. Right.
Yeah. Yeah.
Thank you.
But if we are going to take masculine, if we are going to take as a masculine, let's say, but you see the this one, all right? Udeya is talking about something third person. So third person means is talking something he or it. So it should be the subject here. And subject, since you got the M dot here, the sound, then it can be according to the dictionary, it can be the masculine, or because it's a subject, it can be neuter, neuter with the neuter like palam, palani, right? With the m dot. Okay.
Thank you.
Okay, good. So this means that you're familiar with all the declension. Good for you. All right. Okay. Okay. So no question. We just do the normal sharing of merits. So maybe somebody want to lead the sharing of merits. Any of you good in chanting? So I mean, I don't want to hear my sound all the time. So anybody want to just share, do chant?
Okay, I will try.
Okay, try any chanting that you're familiar.
Oh, seeking for forgiveness.
Okay. Okay. Yeah. Okay.
Kayena vacha chittena pamadena maya kata acayam kamame pante puri panya tata kata. Do I continue the rest? Or?
Yeah, continue. Just might as well you share the merits. So everybody put the hand, we share the merits together, all right? So yes.
I start again or continue?
Yeah, just continue all the chanting, including sharing merits with all the deities and all the departed one. Right?
Oh, okay. Then I share with
yes.
Sharing merits with the devas and others.
Yeah.
Akasata cha pummata deva naga mahindika punyantam anumoditva chiram rakantu loka sasana. Akasata cha pummata deva naga mahindika punyantam anumoditva chiram rakantu desanam. Akasata cha pummata deva naga mahindika punyantam anumoditva chiram rakantu mam paranti. Sharing the merits with the departed ones. Idame nyatinam hotu sukita hotu nyatayo. Idame nyatinam hotu sukita hotu nyatayo. Idame nyatinam hotu sukita hotu nyatayo. Imena punya kamena mame bala samakamo satam samakamo hotu yavani panapatiya idame punyam asavakayam maham hotu idame punyam nibanasa pacayo hotu mama punya bagam sabasatanam bajemi te sabe me samam punya bagam labantu
sadu sadu sadu. Okay.